So I'm back today and I'll be reading a chapter of this book again. So this is Elevate by Shannah Kennedy and Colleen Callender, and it's the self-help book that I was reading a few days ago, and I was on chapter I don't think it comes in chapters. I think it comes in different ways. This is chapter 16, and it's about living a deeply fulfilled life. And like I said, this book, I didn't expect it to have that much of an effect on me, but after I purchased it, after I started reading it properly and putting different parts of it into my life, I really saw how important it is to read and how to improve different parts of your life, as well as the importance of writing things down, until I realized how important writing things down. So it's not just a mental note, it's your physical words. You are now accountable. You can express yourself through words, and it asks you questions that you wouldn't have otherwise asked yourself. It gives you self-help tips. Content is really light, as in you can flip through it. It's not a lot of words in your face. It's always broken down with a bit of blogs and a bit of graphics and stuff like that, but really it's just it's very easy to read, so I really recommend it. So without waiting, or without further ado, let's get into chapter 16. So this chapter actually took a little longer than I expected, which is not bad, because unlike the other chapters, this is a little more relatable, as in it really makes you want to ask questions about where you are as a person, where you want to be, but it also talks about the things that you can do to envision it. So one of the things that I'm going to try this weekend, it's a bit of a homework for myself, is to create a mood board. It has your visions of what you want your success to be like. For me, it's to be able to start my own business. For me, it's to own my own house, to travel, to I've been moving around quite a bit. So I lived in between countries and moved to a lot of different places, and I've yet to find a place that feels like home to me. So one of the biggest things for me is to stop living in a way where it feels like I'm never settling down somewhere. I want to get rid of that. I want to feel like there is actually some place that I can live in, and that's it for me. I can decorate it, I can be at peace with it, I can come home, I feel comfortable, I can grow in my own house. So that's one of the biggest things for me. The business part of it it's a vision that I've had for a while, something that's of my own. Once again, I've worked again in a few different jobs, and I realize I don't like to work under people. It's not something that I'm happy with. Although I do it, obviously I do it. I work at the hospital, and I've applied for another job just to get my life on the right track again. But working for myself is something that I've envisioned for a long time, so that's something I want to do. And traveling, I've traveled by myself when I was in uni and just a bit of out of uni, and I haven't traveled since I moved back to Sri Lanka. So I really want to get into the traveling again and to see the world. There's so much to see. What am I going to see in a box, I want to be able to go to Europe and see the culture, the heritage, the history. I want to go to America. I want to see the outdoors. I want to go to different places. I want to see different things. Those are the things that are important to me. A house, a business, and travel. Those are my three big things. And I'm going to put that all into one and get it started. And so that's what this part was about, to take small steps daily, to see what your life is like. This is about breathing, so how you can master your breath. So I've got they've given a bit of a passage here, which I'm not going to read out, but in this passage it talks about breathing, and I thought I'd write this in my mirror, like with permanent marker. I'd write it because I spend maybe 3 times in front of my mirror. So it's in the morning when I'm getting ready, and it's like if I'm going somewhere as well, and then again at night when I'm doing my self-care routine at night. So I can write it down, I can look at it, and I can envision it while I do it. And it's all about just breathing steps. So that's how I'm going to attempt to do that. And I know it's a lot of things in one, but because if I just have this on one thing, it's already there. It's not something I have to try anymore. So I'm gonna try it. There's the one about trying how to improving your breathing, on improving meditation. And I thought, because I'm doing Pilates and it's already on the floor, I might as well try about 2 minutes of meditation when I'm starting and about 30 minutes of meditation when I'm ending, because I did Pilates yesterday at home, and it was the bar session, and I had so much of adrenaline that I couldn't fall asleep until like 1 or 2 a.m. So I thought it's a good way to cool down and just release your mind. So the meditation, that's how I'm going to attack that one. I don't know if it'll all go as to plan, but so far this is how I want to try it. The other ones were relationships and how to network. I'm at a point in my life where relationships and people aren't as important to me. I know that doesn't sound good, but I'm in a place where I think I'm working on myself, and I don't want that journey to be interfered, and I don't know how to increase the positive influences in my life, so I'm trying to just keep out any influence in my life. It's a bad habit to have, but I feel like living alone and protecting your peace is something I really want to keep, because again, I'm quite content by myself. I'm not looking to increase the people in my life. I get along just fine with my own company. Not a great mentality to have. Let's see if it changes in the future. And that's about it. So this is obviously the last one. It's about to increase the fulfillment in my life, like what fulfills me, and the things I need to stop doing, and these are the 3 things I wrote down, and I think it's pretty common for everyone, is the stopping mindless scrolling on the phone, stop procrastinating and letting life happen to me, and stop wasting time by watching TV. So I've been binge watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel the last few days. I'm going to reduce my binging at night, because that's what I've been doing from like 7 p.m. So straight after I finish my Pilates, that's what I start on, and I want to replace it with something else. Let's see how we go. And then the things I want to start doing, that's start visualizing my goals and my future. So that's where the mood board comes in. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to keep it. Then I want to do breath work and active breath work. So that's where the mirror comes in. And meditation at least once a day, and that's when I don't want to hold myself too strongly to these, because I don't want to try and fail and be like, oh my god, I failed. I want to at least start out slow, try it once, see how I go. And then things I need to keep doing, and I'm going to keep my positive attitude, which I think is going okay for now. I don't know how positive I am. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm on like a 6 right now. I want to improve it to at least a 7. So that's where I am right now. And then I want to keep putting importance on my life, as in like different aspects of my life, things I'm doing. So even this part of my life where I'm just reading and recording, that's quite important, because I'm holding myself accountable to actually finishing this book, because I got this book in February. It's been a while. I shouldn't take this long to finish a book, but in stages. And then keep being better than I was yesterday. So things to be better than I was yesterday is obviously the recording of finishing a chapter. This chapter was a little longer. I want to finish 2 work goals of mine. So I have some things to do for the hospital. I want to finish those. I want to set up my mood board today. I'm going to tackle some of my personal tasks. I'm going to finish a bit of my assignment work today as well, finally starting on my second assignment. So until my life starts falling together, I want to keep doing these small things. And so that's where I am with this book and in life. And again, I really do recommend it. It's Elevate by Shannah Kennedy and Colleen Callender. Yeah, let's see how we go for the next time.